Hello, my name is David Golly. I'm a member of the Digital and Asset Integration team here at Pentagon Solutions. In this short video, we're going to have a look at Meridian Analytics and how we report on metadata quality that's coming from our document management system, Meridian. You can see the interface in here, which is cloud-based, that I can report all my Vault usage, I can look at my workflows, and I can look at metadata quality. And what this is essentially doing is looking at your repository for your documents and looking at all the data and rich information that you have related to that. So I can actually search for the document properties, I can search for revision information, and I can get that visually represented on a dashboard. So I'm simply just going to have a look at some of the document types in here and drill down a little bit further. So I can look at the classification of the document type for this particular repository. So in here you can see I've got facility documents, general documents, and project documents, as well as tags. So I'm a facility owner, I'm going to drill down a little bit further on that. So I can look at my different release dates of these documents, but again I can also filter that out a little bit further. So one of the things I might want to decide who was the original created by, and I'll get a visual on that from the interface. Take it a little bit further, I might want to look at the release purpose. And we can see in here I've got approval, some as-built, and some ready for comment. And we can apply filters in that region, so if I wanted to look at that a little bit closer, and I could look at the release purpose and say, give me all the ones that are for approval, and filter down further on that. And what that means as well, you can view the document data behind that, and that will take you into the individual files, so you can actually hit view. So as a facility owner, I want to drill down further and maybe look at certain purchase order information that's in the metadata. So I'm just going to remove that, and I'm going to filter down and have a look for anything related to purchase order ID. So I've got one of my purchase orders in here that I'm going to apply that filter to. So I can see that those purchase orders are being released, the documents related to that purchase order are being released in 2022. They're in the approval state, there's 3 of them. And when I click on it, I can actually view the document data behind it. Now, I can export that list, and I'll come back to that later on, but I can go to also one of the documents. So I've got an image file, I've got a Pentagon document as well, and I've got an asset list. So we can view that. As soon as we hit view, that will take us into Meridian. So it's taken us into our document management system, and I can see I've got a particular image behind that. And even though the name of the purchase order isn't actually listed in here, it's listed in the actual details behind it. So it's listed in the metadata behind it. And you know, in this environment, we can actually go in and search for information related to that. So I can search for all the properties, all text properties in here, and then hit my search bar or icon. And one of the things you'll notice is that I've got 4 documents related to this, but it's only reporting 3 on the actual dashboard. And the reason for that is one of those is currently in workflow at the minute, and it's assigned to my to-do list. So if I had a look at my to-do list, it hasn't been released, and rightly so, it hasn't captured that information. So this particular drawing in here is related to the purchase order, but it hasn't been released, so it won't report on that. One final bit of information in here is that you can export this information out into a spreadsheet. And this is very powerful because it actually gives you the link. So if I have a look at the documents in here, I'll see the document name, but I also get this unique link to it. So this means that you can tie this information into other asset systems or other reporting systems if you want to actually get direct access to the document. So you can see that unique link is tied into that document. So that's a very powerful way to integrate other system information in there. So in this short video, you've seen how we report on metadata quality in the Meridian environment, how we can look at that property information, report on it, drill down through our documents and metadata behind that, and export that information out and possibly connect that into other systems. I'd like to say thanks very much for your time. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also visit us on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. Thanks.